This is a hand-built copy of the famous Fender 6G15 standalone spring reverb unit. This one in Tweed, and give you a little look around. This one is a little bit special. I call this one Tommy Two Tanks because there are two selectable spring reverb tanks inside, a 2-spring and a 3-spring long reverb tank with slow recovery for that extra special boingy surf sound. The circuit is built from a Weber kit. They're well renowned for the design of their kits and their faithful reproduction of the Fender circuit. So there's the business end, input and output, and you have control of dwell, mix and tone. That's all there. And a little peek through the back door, and here you can see you can safely and easily reach around and select either the 2-spring or 3-spring tanks. Select your sound. Coming up in a second is a photograph of the 2-spring tanks and where they are safely mounted inside the case. There's the 3-spring Belton, which is down on the floor, and a 2-spring mod tank, which is mounted vertically against the front wall. And now my resident tame guitarist and test pilot, Mr. Mike Frost, will show you and let you hear the sound and the features of this hand-built 2-tank reverb unit. Okay folks, we're doing a road test here, and it's a shootout between the Colonel's 2-tank reverb unit, handmade, and a genuine Fender reissue of the 1963 reverb unit. My test pilot is Mr. Mike Frost. He's playing is that a 335?
It's a 345.
345, okay. Just shows I'm not a guitar player. Through a Fender EC Tremolux. Have I got that right?
You have, yeah.
Good, okay. So the first comparison we're going to make is that we've got, well, what we've found is that the hand-built unit has tremendously bigger reverb output compared to the genuine Fender article, and we're just going to show you that comparison. Now this is it on the 2-spring or 3-spring?
3-spring, I think.
Okay, it's on the 3-spring.
Yeah.
You'll hear this for yourself later, but what we've found is that, as you might expect, the 3-spring setting just sounds like a much bigger hall. So it's like a large hall effect, and 2-spring is like a smaller or medium hall effect. But we'll compare those in a moment. Okay, what we're doing is we're setting all the knobs on both units to exactly the same positions, and Mr. Frost is going to, we're not playing surf music, we're going to do some B.B. King style. Okay, now we're going to switch over from the hand-built unit to the Fender reissue and do a direct comparison. As I said, with the knobs on both units in the same position. So we're sort of comparing the quality. Okay, so I think from that test, the winner out of that is...
You're the winner, Kurt.
I'm the winner, that's right. The hand-built unit. Not that there's anything wrong with the genuine Fender article, but mine is better.
Yeah. Not bigger, better.
Okay, now we're going to do a comparison of my unit in the two different positions, the 2-spring versus 3-spring. Now, without trying to colour your expectations anyway, as I said, we have found that there's not an enormous difference in the reverb, but there is a worthwhile difference in quality between the two settings. To us, it sounds as though one is a much bigger hall than the other. So we've got it set first of all on the 2-spring. 2-spring, okay. Now switching to 3-spring. All the other controls are in the same position. Okay, finally what we're going to do is just show how silly this can get. We're going to see how much usable effect we can get out, and we just want to show you that for so far we've had the dwell down on 2.5, mix on 2.5, and the tone just pointed straight up at 5. So what we're going to do now is leave the dwell where it is, and we're going to crank up the mix. So this is just adding more and more of the reverb effect signal, and see what happens. Where are we? It's up about 7 or 8, is it?
3/4 now, yeah. 8.
Okay.
Pretty massive. Just want to go the other way now, and we'll bring the dwell up.
Okay.
Too much scope on that one.
Good.